There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder. How dare it try to spoil perfection? But don't worry, I blew it off.
The UC is watching over this star yard like a hawk, so we should watch our step.
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born. Intrepid explorers and valiant colonists used...
I wish Deimos was exclusively a military contractor. Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
It was Deimos' state-of-the-art technology that was her sword. The United Colonies and Deimos Star Yard. A historic partnership, bringing an even brighter future.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close.
You should be honored to step foot in here.
Welcome to Deimos.
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you? Oh, I was. Most of us at Deimos served in the UC Navy in one capacity or another. I'm mustered out as a chief warrant officer. Pretty good for a non-com, eh? But there is a lot of top brass around here, so you have to always be at your best. Ah, should I bow or curtsy then? I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal. I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right? Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a, I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way. The UC Navy. I repaired just about every class of vessel there is. I even repaired Henderson's longsword once or twice. I swear that man has a guardian angel with him full time. Or 3. Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. So if Henderson gets stumped on something, it's showtime. Oh yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink. Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep up appearances. What I could really use is Jake Stout, from Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or The Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he can make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts? Awesome! Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Are you sure you're in the right place? Generations of sea pirates.
Best damn ships in the galaxy.
The next Kraken off the line goes to my base.
This is the heart of the UC.
We've never accepted a military contract with the Free Star. Never. But what about the citizens? As long as the civvy passes a background check, we are required by law to
If you want to survive out there, you've come to the right place. Enjoy your stay.
These ships are marvels. Almost too good for civilians.
CEO wants to know, can Daedalus ramp up production? It's easy up out there.
Yes, sir. We're operating at 50%. We can easily take on more. But to go to the full 100, the supply chain for components would be the limiting factor.
That sounds like a serious problem.
We have many capable subcontractors and mining companies we can call on. Don't worry. When you need us, we'll be there.
Sorry, I'm expecting a call from the General.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos prides itself on being the UC's first and last line of defense in space. But we're more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars. History was forged in our star yard, time and time again. So, let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you. Music to my ears. Yes, they are. I flew my longsword in 43 combat missions. It never once failed me. That's what you get with Deimos. Our ships have been battle-tested for decades longer than anyone else. I've had a long and successful military career. Deimos starships have played a major part in it. In fact, I'm sure that if I flew any lesser starship, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now talking to you. That's what Deimos affords you. The confidence to go soaring into the fire, the death, and know that you will make it out alive. Suppose I do in a way. The excitement of barreling towards the enemy in a Deimos is a feeling that can't be replicated. When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos. Anything to report?
Nothing, sir. All's quiet. Only thing unusual is the civilian.
Civilian?
Civilian. But he isn't doing anything inappropriate.
Carry on.
I have to say it, no funny business.
A civilian can afford a Deimos? Unlikely.
I wish Deimos was exclusively a military contractor.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
Civilian. But he isn't doing anything inappropriate.
Good. Carry on.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close.
We've never accepted a military contract with the Freestar Collective, and we never will.
But what about to their citizens?
We never have any trouble here. Who would dare?
You should be honored to step foot in here.
That was a pleasant change of scenery.
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now! It's so cool!
Clamps released. Grav jump complete.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Attention. Our scan indicates you have contraband on board. Kill your engines and respond immediately to our hail.
I'm in the mood for a mocha macchiato. How about you?
All green on release. We're free to fly.
glad you're a member of the UC Vanguard. They're so lucky to have you.
We're locked in.
Welcome to Deimos.
This is the heart of the UC.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
Suppose I have time for a nap before we leave?
Do you need anything? Your clothes clean, your boots polished, your mirror shine.
Undocking complete, Captain.
Glad I'm training out here and not somewhere like on the surface.
Trust me, don't worry. We're gonna make sure you get that job. Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look, see yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. I know it might feel shady, but think of it more like uncorking an unnecessary bottleneck. It's going to help us all. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck. Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved. Well, I gave you the password, so I assume you're wondering how to access it without Tia knowing. The good news is that Tia goes for drinks at the Broken Spear every evening with Leona and Gilly. The office should be empty enough at that point for you to get in there and do what you need to do before they return. I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations. Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
The moment. Lots of business operations to operate and all that. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? Good. Now, let's make... You look a bit different than I remembered. Did you go to Enhance? No. Now I remember. They told me they sent me someone new. Anyway, they told me you were a strong candidate for this job. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how well you do. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work. Not, very enthusiastic. Noted. Well, I need something done, and I don't want to go looking for someone to fire you just yet. So, I have a shipment I'm waiting for. Don't know where it is. Last time this happened, my assistant went to speak to the governor. I'm sure he'll help you to get it sorted out. Now, kindly, off with you. I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, new assistant. keep forgetting. I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no. What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know. Have a good one.
Whew. Working the deep mines? That's...
Watch out for the robots.
You simply won't, I tell you. Sidonia's a great place to open up a business. We've really been booming lately. Despite... Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? Heard of you. Of course, how could I not?
Interesting. It appears Governor Hurst is well aware of our exploits.
If by exploits, you mean what your friend is doing for Sidonia, and not your work for Constellation, Ms. Morgan, you're right on the money. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble, and I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you? Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this. Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes. Oh, it's a few reasons. I don't want this mired in their process. Also, it's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship, so I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
You and me, these goods I am asking for, maybe keep quiet about them, yeah? Take a look. How to explain without making offense? Friendo is more for people I do not know, but wish to know better, like a customer or someone like you. A buddy is someone I know for a long time. Maybe one day you will be my buddy when I tell others about you, but it takes some time. Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals. The UC, my employer, they try to furnish my exchange with plenty, but other planets, they need more, so we need to make do with what we get. But me, I have other ways of getting goods to sell, and so I do. I get a little bit of this and that, from here and there, and that is how I provide for you and me. You understand? See you later, friendo!
To Venus? Have something for me? Bye-bye.
Do your part to keep Sidonia completely free. To you, Captain.
This is so cool!
Say I need more hobbies. Writing about you, thinking about you, talking about you. That's 3 right there.
Is it true you're hunting down terrormorphs? Is there anything in the galaxy you can't wrangle? You could probably lasso a whole planet if you wanted.
Escape trajectory plotted. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
I get to stand near
I could
you.
really use some help here.
The same air.
Look, I just need some help. If you could pick up and talk to me.
I've got to have every molecule.
It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help. Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
Docking cycle complete.
Yes, Your Eminence?
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you. You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued. Could have, but didn't. That might be a fatal mistake for you. I don't think we are at that point yet. You could be bluffing. But given that you came over willingly, maybe you do have tricks up your sleeve. Okay. Enough talk. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll even help you on your way. I have an incriminating letter from Hearst himself. I'm sure it's valuable to an enterprising individual such as yourself. I don't care what you do with it. Rip it up, use it for blackmail, whatever. I'll give it to you. So long as we get to keep this ship. Deal? Come on. You really need me to spell it out for you? Hearst is a politician. Politicians are susceptible to blackmail. Or if you really want to see fireworks on Mars, I'm sure there is someone in a position of authority in Sidonia that you could turn that into as evidence of corruption. Not like it's going to paint a target on our backs any bigger than we already have. It's sure to stir up trouble for local politics. Seems like a win to me. Smart choice. Now, I suggest leaving before our reinforcements show up. I can't guarantee they'll be as accommodating as we are. Time for you to go, isn't it? Just because we pulled a fast one on one of the most powerful men in this system? No offense, my friend, but you're small potatoes. I can respect that you're just trying to do a job, and frankly, I like the cut of your jib. Truth is, you've got no reason to trust us, nor we you. But there is more of us than there are of you. So I'm feeling confident in my decision. Hurst paid us to take care of his problem. Of course, why destroy a perfectly good ship when we could say we destroyed it and keep the money, right? Unfortunately, by the time we found out the ship was broken down, our backup had already jumped, leaving us dead in the water until they figure it out and come back for us. No, I wouldn't expect you to understand. We plunder first, kill second. Some of us don't enjoy the killing part unless there's no other way. It can get messy. A clever pirate can get what they want without spilling blood. Call me an enlightened prig.
Rise and shine. We've got things to do.
Well, lucky you're one of us, and not some shark. Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst, and got to keep his ship. We're lucky you're one of us, and not some shark. Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst, and got to keep his ship. lucky you're one of us. I don't... Can't believe we got paid by that sucker, Hurst. And got to keep his ship. Lucky you're one of us, and not some shark.
Don't leave any of that behind.
Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst, and got to keep his ship.
I'll head to my crew position.
I am the moth to your flame, the mag... lint in your pocket!
Separation complete. I might complain about landing here, but I have to admit, there is a sort of hidden beauty in the Martian landscape.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. The Lux condos aren't anything special.
Look what the Martian winds blew in.
Found a clutch of heat leeches.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. Did you, take care of my little problem? Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
Did you do that thing I asked you to do yet? Wait. Maybe I didn't ask you yet. My shipment. Do you have it yet? Ah, yes. I'll take that. Now, I've probably got some important messages I need you to take care of for me while I, attend to some other important matters at hand. You'll need my password. Remember, if you reply to anything, try to mimic my style and speech patterns. You know, for consistency. Have a good one.
hope I didn't make... I wonder what's taking Hank so long.
A friendly reminder.
I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this. Hank's been a difficult employee, to be honest. More interested in showing off than doing good work. He's aggressive. He starts shit with the other employees. He's often late for work and so on. So this came up and I figured maybe he's trying to turn things around. Even though I was reluctant, I wanted to give him a chance. Now I'm questioning if it was a good idea. I don't know. Maybe he got hit by pirates. Maybe he's out of fuel, drifting. Maybe he just stopped for chunks. Anyway, something's up, and it doesn't seem good. Since you've proven yourself so skilled in so many ways, I was hoping to call on you for it. So, you in? Of course I'll pay you well. You're doing us a huge favour. I even anticipated this by carving out a chunk of the budget specifically to pay you. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia's ship services over at the starport first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck. I hope I didn't make him. I wonder what's taking Hank so long. The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. You have a good one, all right?
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk right here for you. You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it. I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else. I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them yourself, if you manage to track them down, that is. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you. I wish there was more I could do for you. Okay, no problem.
Only one point of Moira's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
Mars isn't for everybody. You know why they call this the Red Planet? Because it's not the moon! Thank you. I'll be here all day.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Well, that's a little weird. But as long as Trevor's okay with it, I can't say that I mind. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Any intention of losing it over something like this? Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. You seem pretty confident. Who knows, maybe you really will be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Cydonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Cydonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Hey, see you around, I guess.
Mast would like to join Cydonia in celebrating over...
I hope I didn't make a mistake. I wonder what's taking Hank so long.
The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Cydonia.
That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Cydonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this. Dunno. Hank's kind of a weird guy. He never fit in with the team. Tended to act a little sketchy. Always figured he'd be done after one contract. Guy like Hank? Maybe he's just looking to sell it on the black market and earn an extra paycheck. Can't say for sure. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will say that I won't officially tell you to do anything to him. But he's been surly as of late and always had a weird chip on his shoulder. So if it comes to that, you do what you need to do to protect yourself. Well, see if you can get him to admit it first, and if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Cydonia security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first. Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations goes off.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today. Your children will be provided with routine programs teaching them art, science, mathematics, history, and more, all in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
We get a lot of new faces passing through here.
Cydonia blows. What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Here you go. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. No. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it. How could I? You'd do it too if your coworkers never took you seriously. I'm always showing them how much better I am than them, and all they do is laugh and talk behind my back. They think I don't hear them, but I do. They say I'm a show-off, that I'm not good at what I do. So screw them. This whole planet sucks. Everyone here is a friggin' loser. Oh shit. You could turn me in. I'd be in jail, and then this be all for nothing. Damn it. Fine. You got me. I'll take you to where I stashed it, and then we can haul it back. But you better not be lying to me about not telling anyone. Sure, fine. I get it. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
If it's any consolation, I don't trust this man either. I'll keep an eye on him.
Before you say anything, no, Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is
There was more to do around here. Drinking gets old.
Yeah, you can make a real good living working the mines here on Mars.
Man, I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan. it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? A cool meal, maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to Jane's without anyone noticing. You didn't think I'd just reveal my plan and then let you walk away while knowing everything, did you? Damn, you're dumber than I thought. No, we got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much. This isn't getting us anywhere. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. Well, when you say it like that, maybe you got a point. We're way past that now. Sorry, but I gotta do this my way. And that means you need to die.
How goes?
Any luck? I'm looking forward to hearing all about this. Oh, do tell. What took him so long? Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous. It's a real shame. But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. If you're still looking to help us out, maybe check with Rivka. She seems to be having a rough go as of late.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
Anything I can help? Need some work done?
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Whenever I'm lost, I think, what would... in my shoes. Not literally, though. I've got small feet.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most